So Cobb County is my home. I plan on being here from Sgt Hardwick up to Lieutenant, Captain Major, and Chief Van Hooser better watch out because I'll be propelling all the way up. I'm Latoya Hardwick Tabor with the Cobb County Police Department. I am a newly promoted sergeant. Upon this recent promotion, I learned that I'm the first African-American female of rank within our department. I decided to become a police officer back in 2008 when I was hired by the Cobb County Police Department. My recruiter was an African-American male, Ralph Rogers, who had been around for a very long time. We went through the process. He walked me through the whole hiring process, and he reassured me that I made the correct decision to be with our department. And he told me he had a feeling that it would pay off for me in my career. When I was entertaining the idea of becoming a police officer, I didn't have any close friends that were actually cops. I didn't come from a family of law enforcement. That just was not a thing in my family. It wasn't like the show Blue Bloods where everybody's a police officer. It was very uncommon amongst my family and friends to become a police officer. But at the time I was taking some college courses at Chattahoochee Tech. So I did have some people in class, and when we were throwing around different ideas of police departments that we would go work for, I thought, why not Marietta PD or Cobb County PD? And I was told by a peer it probably would be more beneficial for me in my career if I would go to somewhere like Atlanta PD and things like that. And when I asked why, you know, they told me to take a look at my skin color, and I probably would have more opportunities in a place like Atlanta PD because I wouldn't be just one, or you know, I would be surrounded by people who look and talk like me, just in hope that I would have more opportunities with those departments. And like I said, growing up here in Cobb County, it was, you know, kind of known as count on being busted, you know, that, you know, you get stopped in Cobb County, you come on vacation, leave on probation type of thing. So it actually intrigued me. So I come in about 5:30. When I come in, I check my schedules. I make sure the officers I have on my daily are going to be the officers that are actually going to be working today. I prepare everything, my roll call, PowerPoint, make sure the officers are going to have all the information that they need to be able to do their job today. 6 o'clock, squad meeting. When everyone comes in, I read off the roster, make sure we have everybody, provide the officers with any bolos, any information that they need. I make sure all the officers are equipped with their equipment. We got the RAM with the less lethal. But for many years, I was always encouraged to promote to take the test. But for me, it was about mindset. I didn't feel like until the last 2 years, my mindset was in a position to be a supervisor. Other officers, primarily African-American officers, that they were aware that there were no other African-American females that they had knew of that had been in a position of rank within our department. And they felt like I had what it took to reach that level, that achievement. And based upon some of the things that they said, some African-American women just kind of didn't stick around. They just chose different occupations to do different things. Like around 2013, there was an opportunity to go to our CIU, which is our Criminal Investigations Unit. And when I interviewed, I made sure that the supervisor that was interviewing me knew my quality of work. I showed up to my interview with cases that I had worked on my own as a patrol officer, warrants that I had written as a patrol officer. And in doing so, I was selected to be a part of CIU. Based on that experience, I guess it drew the attention of some supervisors in another unit that we have, organized crime unit. And just like I did for CIU, I came to the table with my work product to set me apart from some of my other competitors. So for a period of time since 2019, I've worn 3 hats. I was a Cobb County police officer, I was an organized crime unit detective, and also an agent with the ATF. I actually assisted in prosecuting some of Cobb County's most violent offenders from the state level onto the federal level. So I took pride in prosecuting people who decided to inflict violence on innocent people in our community. I've came into this occupation with other females who decided just to do other things just along the way. It dwindles the numbers down kind of very low. There were 2 other African-American females that approached me in the locker room one day. And they looked at me and was like, are you gonna stay here? Is this what you're gonna do? And I'm like, yes, ma'am, this is what I wanna do. I wanna do this. And they just gave me a pep talk where they're like, hey, if this is what you wanna do, be the best at it, continue to stay out of trouble, work hard, and just be the best officer that you want to be. But it was very uncommon to see females, let alone African-American females. The symbolism of me being promoted is just more than just about Sgt Hardwick. I think it is something that my daughter could look at and look at it as an achievement, my family, to my peers and my friends. So it's a decision I do not regret, and I'm very excited. So I anticipate moving up in my career and being a barrier breaker throughout my career. I don't plan on having anything stop me from propelling in my career, specifically with the Cobb County Police Department.